Look around you. Look at the people walking down the street, sitting in cafes, or staring blankly into the glowing screens of their devices. We are living in an era of unprecedented connection, yet we have never been more profoundly disconnected from ourselves. You are constantly available. Your phone buzzes and you react. A notification appears and your focus shatters. Someone demands your time and you give it away freely, as if your time is a worthless, infinite currency. You have been conditioned by modern society to believe that to be seen is to be important, that to be loudly present in the world, to have an opinion on every trivial matter, is the only way to exist. But let me tell you a brutal truth that the ancient Stoics understood centuries ago. The more accessible you are, the less valuable you become. Your constant presence is not a sign of importance. It is a sign of a catastrophic lack of boundaries. You are bleeding energy. You are pouring your life force into a bottomless pit of meaningless arguments, cheap entertainment, and the endless pursuit of validation from people whose names you won't even remember in 5 years. You feel exhausted, not because you are doing too much of what matters, but because you are doing far too much of what doesn't. It is time to stop. It is time to embrace the most terrifying, yet liberating action a man can take in the modern world. It is time to disappear. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers and a man of immense wealth and power in the Roman Empire, wrote extensively about the dangers of the crowd. He warned his friend Lucilius to avoid large gatherings, stating that we return from them more greedy, more ambitious, and more cruel. Why? Because the crowd strips away your individuality. It replaces your carefully reasoned principles with the lowest common denominator of mob emotion. When you are constantly in the mix, constantly attending every social event, replying to every message within seconds, and engaging in every online debate, you are willingly adopting the mind of the crowd. You suffer from the illusion of importance. You think that if you step away, the world will collapse. You think your opinions are desperately needed. They are not. The world will spin perfectly well without your input. The harsh economic reality of human psychology is this: your constant availability has made you common. You have become a background noise in the lives of others. The things that are rare are the things that are universally valued. Gold is valuable because it is scarce and hard to extract. Iron is cheap because it is everywhere. Right now, you are acting like iron. You are everywhere, rusting in the acid rain of public opinion. To break this cycle, you must learn the art of intentional absence. You must starve the demons of external validation. When you pull back, when you stop updating the world on your every move, a strange thing happens. The noise fades. The parasites who only used you for entertainment or favors will vanish. And for the first time in years, you will be left with absolute, deafening silence. This silence terrifies the weak man. But for the man of purpose, this silence is the canvas upon which he will forge his masterpiece. Consider Marcus Aurelius, an emperor who ruled over the known world. He had every reason to be consumed by external noise, politics, and the endless demands of his subjects. Yet, his private journal, which we now call Meditations, reveals a man constantly retreating into his own mind. He called it the inner citadel. He understood a fundamental law of power. While he could not always control the wars, the plagues, or the betrayal of his generals, he possessed absolute sovereignty over his own reactions. This is the true architecture of Stoic detachment. Detachment does not mean you stop caring. It does not mean you become a cold, unfeeling statue. It means you stop caring about the wrong things. You deliberately detach your self-worth from the outcome of external events. You build a massive, impenetrable stone wall between your peace of mind and the chaos of the world. How do you build this citadel? By ruthlessly recognizing what is within your control and what is not. The opinions of your co-workers, not under your control. The algorithm of a social media app, not under your control. The shifting tides of the economy, not under your control. Yet, you spend 90% of your waking hours agonizing over these exact things. You are freely handing the keys to your inner citadel to strangers and corporations. Reclaim the keys. When you choose to disappear, you are locking the gates. You step into the dark forge of your own mind. In this forge, there is no audience. There is no one to applaud when you do something right, and no one to offer pity when you fail. There is only you, the hammer, and the anvil. You must strike the anvil day after day, breaking down your fragile ego, your insecurities, and your desperate need to be liked. This process is intensely painful. It requires a level of brutal honesty that most men will avoid for their entire lives, but it is the only way to forge a mind of iron. So, what does it actually mean to disappear? I call this the ghost protocol. It is a dedicated period of 6 months where you actively remove yourself from the game. This is not about running away to a cabin in the woods or abandoning your responsibilities. You still go to work. You still fulfill your duties to your family. But mentally, emotionally, and socially, you become a ghost. First, you kill the digital noise. You stop posting. You stop consuming mindless content. You use your phone as a tool, not as a digital pacifier. If it does not build your empire, if it does not sharpen your mind or strengthen your body, it does not get a single second of your attention. Second, you stop explaining yourself. You stop announcing your plans. The modern man loves to talk about what he is going to do. He gets a cheap dopamine rush just from sharing his unearned goals. The Stoic ghost acts in absolute silence. Let your results make the noise. When people ask where you have been, you offer no apologies and no dramatic explanations. You simply smile, say you have been focused, and return to your work. Third, you endure the isolation. In the first few weeks, you will feel a desperate, clawing urge to reach out, to check your notifications, to see if anyone misses you. This is the addiction leaving your body. Sit with the discomfort. Read the ancient texts. Train your physical body until it fails and rebuilds itself stronger. Write down your darkest thoughts and dissect them with cold logic. You are purging the weakness from your system. You are learning to become your own absolute source of power. You will lose people during this period. Friends who only wanted you around to drink, complain, and waste time will naturally drift away. Let them go. They were anchors weighing down your ship. Isolation is the ultimate filter. It burns away everything that is fake, leaving only what is real and resilient. When the 6 months are over, you do not simply walk back into your old life. You cannot. The man who entered the dark forge is dead. The man who steps out is entirely unrecognizable. You will walk into rooms and people will physically feel a difference. You will no longer carry the desperate, hungry energy of a boy seeking validation. You will carry the heavy, grounded weight of a man who knows exactly who he is, what he is capable of, and what he will absolutely not tolerate. When people criticize you, it will bounce off your armor. When society tries to distract you with its latest outrage, you will see right through the cheap illusion. Fire requires oxygen to burn. By cutting off the endless noise, by willingly removing yourself from the desperate crowd, you have given your inner fire the pure, unfiltered oxygen it needs. You have starved your demons and fed your ultimate purpose. The world belongs to the men who are not afraid to stand alone. The masses will always choose comfort over greatness. They will always choose the easy distraction over the hard truth. Let them have their comfortable prison. You have a citadel to rule. Stop talking. Step back into the shadows. Put your head down. Do the brutal, unforgiving work in the dark. And when the time is right, return absolutely undeniable.